Episode 3, The Future of Paradise, Part 2. While Dird and the others were working at a rapid pace to strengthen their equipment, Minamata received a call and saw a local network program on one of the monitors. Ladies and gentlemen of the Galactic Federation, I hope you are watching this. We have just received a sudden and unilateral notice from a group of pirates. They want us to keep the winner of the battle, Kokoma Shosan, out of space. We believe that they have taken this action in order to create their own country as they see fit. Gentlemen, please don't misunderstand us. We are not running amok. In this broadcast, I, Karusha Zokiru, will tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Karusha-san. The monitor showed Karusha speaking with a mic in her hand. In the background was the landscape of Banjo Island, where Sho's lookout had used her internet program to relay the truth to the Galactic Federation. It's Karusha. That's awesome. I see. So, this means we don't have to worry about the Galactic Federation misunderstanding us in any weird way. Yeah, Karusha is amazing. That's what I call an idol. We have to do our best for her. Everyone, that's right. Okay, let's definitely make this mission a success. At Sho's determined declaration, Dird and the others raised their hands. And raised their morale. Minamata-kun. I'm done reinforcing everyone's guardians. M said, and Minamata gave a big nod. Good, then I'll leave the rest to you, Miss Myron. And just at that moment, Minamata started to move, and Sho and the others panicked. What? Sho and the others panicked. Then Myron spoke as if to stop them. Hey Minamata, you're leaving me in charge, but the fight is just beginning, remember? Yes, but I'm a member of the GP. I'm supposed to be on the sidelines. But that doesn't mean you're going to come all the way here and abandon Shokuen and the others? Don't worry. I'm sure they can handle it. Think about it. Dird and the others were the representatives of each guild, right? Even though many of them were tossed around, and many of them were poorly chosen, there's still a reason why they were chosen to represent us. Oh, yes, these girls are the strongest warriors of their respective guilds. D, come on. M, F, and K are in charge of things over here. When Sho heard Minamata's words, he was appalled because he didn't understand what they meant. M was on his head, F and K were on both of his shoulders, and D jumped on Minamata's shoulder. Then I'll leave you in charge of leading the students, Myron-sensei. And good luck, Kokoma-kun. I'm sure you'll be able to get through this crisis. With that, Minamata ran out of the bridge, where he quickly disappeared. Hey, Minamata. Ms. M? Where the hell is Minamata-san going? He has his part to play, you know. Here. As if in response to M's voice, a three-dimensional monitor was activated in front of Sho and the others. On it was an image of a deep underwater cave called the Blue Hole, located near the port of Banjo Island. What? What is it? At that moment, Sho's eyes caught sight of something unbelievable. To his surprise, a huge humanoid-like object emerged from the depths of the Blue Hole, breaking the surface of the sea and creating a huge wave. What? A robot. Sho couldn't believe his eyes. It was indeed a robot, but it looked like it was wearing armor, and it looked somewhat like a Western knight. That's ZNV, his other ship. Huh, a ship? I thought you said it was a robot. Vuanun. The ZNV, as it was called, let out a tremendous yell and gallantly flew away toward the earth. Surprised by the image, Sho and Myron each opened their mouths in amazement. Wow, that's so cool. Sho's eyes lit up and M giggled. Boys really like giant robots, don't they? He's going to put a secret wall around the earth with ZNV now. What? He can do that. Yes, ZNV has more power than this ship. It's a no-brainer. Oh, really? Something. That's amazing. Ha ha. That's because we don't want the Earthlings to detect this battle in case it happens. Dird and the others were also astonished by the appearance of ZNV. Mew, Minamata's got something like that hidden away. No wonder my country's nuclear submarine was so easily sunk. Myron grunted in agreement, and M continued. And besides, once we put a secret wall around the Earth, we can fight with all our might without any reservations. M bopped Sho's head with her ear, and for some reason, Myron was motivated to say, Oh, that sounds great. Let's do it. Hey, you guys. What? Uh-huh. I'll do my best to. Haha, I can't help it. We'll definitely win. Let's all work together to win. Inspired by the rampaging Myron, Dird, Aaliyah, Apuesta, and Palti also tightened their expressions. Sho couldn't help but be inspired by this. Alright then, let's go everyone. Hyperspace program load. At M's signal, F and K jumped down from Sho's shoulders and started to move, and the graphics of loading the program appeared on the monitor in front of Sho. And they were ready. Program loading complete. Shokuin, hyperspace jump, let's go. Yes. Hyperspace jump. Okay, we're going to go into a hyperspace jump and approach the Earth. That way, we'll be able to take advantage of the ones that are behind us and get rid of them. Copy that. Hyperspace jump, begin preparations. Hun, you're fooling us by deciding the winner in that way. And that the winner is an Earthling. How can we accept such a thing? We will make our own country. The large flagship that sat in the center of the fleet, the man who mumbled with his arms folded on the bridge, the command center, was the leader of the pirates who were targeting Sho and his crew. His upturned hairstyle indicated his wild personality. The men beside him followed his lead and said, "It's impossible for us to lose, but you never know what the people of Earth are capable of." Just in case, we should beat them thoroughly here. That's good. Let's show them what we can do. The fearless men laughed and laughed. It was then. Earth's response has disappeared. What the hell? The next moment, the operator's voice sounded like a scream. ZZZZ. Suddenly the ship shook violently, startling the men, and the man with the upturned hair unfolded his arms. Hey, what the hell? What's happening? Hey, report. Hey, enemy shadow. We're under attack. What are you talking about? The Earth's response has disappeared, and now you're saying it's an enemy shadow? There's no way something like that could be in a place like this. The men looked. They saw the back of a ship, the figure of a large ship that was firing in unison towards them. What the hell is that, ship? There's no such thing on Earth. I don't know. Damn, hyperspace jump. Well, what can one ship do? Fleet, move to intercept position immediately. Yes, sir. Okay, the ambush worked. Everyone, hurry up and go while you still can. Yes. With the hyperspace jump, Sho and the others appeared right behind the enemy fleet and succeeded in their surprise attack. The current Banjo Island had enough armaments to fight the enemy, however, they couldn't destroy the enemy ship. Therefore, as planned, the figure of this Banjo Island that had become a ship was used as a decoy to draw the enemy's attention, while Dird and the others went to occupy the enemy ship, its bridge, with their guardians. Dird, Aaliyah, Apuesta, are we clear? Our guardians are obsolete. If we get hit by a high-powered rifle at close range, that's it. Therefore, we should avoid combat as much as possible, and if we do fight, it is preferable to focus on evasion and play a speed game. Understood. Dird and the others obeyed Palti's warning. The girls were also ready. Sho, then, I'll finish it right away. It's a pain in the ass, but it's the only way. Let's go. Sho, I'm off. I'm off, Sho. Good luck, everyone. Yes. Dird, Aaliyah, Apuesta, Palti, everyone, be careful. With the guardians maintained and reinforced by the Cabots, Dird and the others flew out into space. From the images of various parts of Banjo Island on the various monitors, they could see that the islanders were cheering them on loudly. Now all Sho and the others had to do was put up their shields and defend until the girls took over the enemy ship. Shit. We can't win if all we do is defend. Sensei, no. Oh no, you're from a country that loves mass battles. You're in trouble. F and K were baffled by Myron's outburst, and Sho and M rushed to stop her. All Sho could do now was to wish Dird and the others good luck and try to minimize the damage to Banjo Island and its inhabitants. Dird and the others went out into space and successfully infiltrated the enemy's flagship with Sho and the others acting as decoys. However, the hard part was yet to come. Everyone this way. Following Dird, who was running in the lead, the four of them ran as fast as they could towards the central unit where the bridge was located. On the way, they almost ran into enemy pirates several times, but the number of enemies was smaller than they expected, and thanks to that, they were able to avoid contact just in time. It seemed that the pirates hadn't noticed that they had infiltrated yet, but it wouldn't take too long. The longer it took, the more Banjo Island, where Sho and the others were staying, would be in danger. However, Dird and the girls were nimble and very good at avoiding being noticed by the enemy. This was the ability of the girls, who were trained as pirates and combat professionals. Finally, they arrived at a passage close to the bridge. Each of them was hiding behind the passage, catching their breath. Phew. It looks like it's just up ahead. Finally. Hey, is everyone ready to go? Yeah, we're good. Come on, let's go before they notice. Nodding to each other, Dird and the girls rushed into the command center at once, each with their guardian activated for control. But, checkmate. That's enough. As Dird and the girls entered the bridge, they were greeted by, well, a lot of gunfire. The men in command chuckled, and one of them said, that old-fashioned guardian won't be able to defend against our attacks. If you understand, then give up quickly. The men sneered. Dird and the others shuddered at their disgusting smiles. Immediately, a large number of pirates came through the entrance and surrounded the girls. There were so many of them that there was no way they could escape. Then their leader, the captain's man with his hair pulled up, stood up and said, I was a little surprised by the sudden surprise attack, but, using the ship as bait, a small assault force occupied the center of the enemy ship, a brilliant pirate strategy. But did you forget that we are also pirates? If you know the purpose, it's easy to ambush them like this. Oh no. The man pointed a new gun at the trembling girls. They had been tricked. The exit was already blocked, and more importantly, they were already in the middle of the ship. With their infiltration exposed, it would be impossible to escape from here. Above all, their hostility was clear, and they had the eyes of pirates who simply didn't care if they killed them. It was their eyes that made Dird and the others understand the seriousness of the situation. Still, I suppose we could have managed with a battle-ready guardian. You can understand that we can't agree to such a thing, deciding the fate of our country with a game that can't even be called a battle, where we're familiar with such old-fashioned toys, right? Ugh. Damn it, is this where it ends? Oh no. So much for. It's impossible for Dird and the others to deal with everyone instantly in a place like this. The captain's man looked at the girls and said, originally, we would have disposed of them all here, but we can overlook the children's roughness. Huh. I thought I told you what we wanted. The man smirked, holding a gun to Dird and the others, and says, you're watching, right? Kokoma's show. The fate of these people is in your hands. On the other side of the monitor the man was looking at was a confused Sho. A monitor in front of Sho, and the others. It was now showing the scene of Dird and the girls being held at gunpoint by the enemy man. Me guys. The voice then reached Sho and the others. You're watching, right? Kokoma Sho, the fate of these people depends on you. Large beads of sweat flowed from Sho's forehead. A tremendous sense of tension enveloped the place. Transfer of the right to represent the Earth. And staying on Earth. This condition has changed to surrender the ship. If you agree to that condition, all these girls will be released safely. Of course. It also guarantees the safety of the crew of the ship. The conditions? You'll have to make a formal declaration of transfer to the Galactic Federation, though. If you refuse, you do understand what will happen to you, even if you are a less civilized Earthling, right? He understood. If Sho refused the terms here, Dird and the girls' lives would be lost. It was the last thing he wanted. But if he gave in, the future that Dird and the girls did not want may come. That, too, was more painful than anything else for Sho. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't decide. Ha 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 ha. Sho struggled with a variety of emotions, impatience, anxiety, nervousness. His eyes shook, his breath became ragged, and his heart beat faster and harder than ever before. His actions would determine everything from here on out. It was understandable. After all, even Myron was clenching her teeth in frustration, unable to refute anything. At that time, M pretended to be a mere animal pawing at Shou's shoulder and mumbled something in Shou's ear that the men could not hear. Shokuin, calm down and listen carefully. Those kids. Hearing this, Shou's strength returned to his eyes. Shou calmed his breathing and looked at the monitor. If I agree to those conditions, Dird and the girls will be saved, right? Yeah, I promise you that. You're not supposed to need any representation in the first place, are you? All you have to do is declare the transfer and these kids will be saved. I think that's a good deal, don't you? Dird in the monitor shouted at Shou, who fell silent. Shou. No. No, no, no. Hey Shou, you can't do that. There's a new country for these people. You'll be in big trouble. Shou. Dird and the others' sorrowful cries. But that didn't mean they couldn't be sacrificed. So Shou, troubled, he repeatedly made the gesture of scratching his cheek. Seeing Shou's action, Dird and the others opened their eyes slightly as if they understood something. However, the pirate men didn't notice that. And at the same time, F and K were sneaking around the gap and operating the ship's control panel. Well, what do we do now? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to wait too long. You've got 1 minute to decide. There was 1 minute left. N, who was riding on Shou's shoulder, glanced at F and K. Then F and K each gave a small smile and a small nod in return. Shokuin. When M called him, Shou also gave a small nod. Then he clenched his fists tightly, gulped and looked up at the monitor. I understand. Shou. But first, you have to let the girls go. Otherwise, I can't give my consent. Hun. All right. You guys, put your guns down. The captain's man ordered, and the other commanders and crew members lowered their guns in unison. That should do it, right? Now, declare it Kokoma Shou. What's up? Hurry up. Shou. Shou shivered, and Dird and the others looked at him with great concern. Everyone. Shou remembered the words that M had said earlier. Shokuin, calm down and listen carefully. Their guardians are equipped with the acoustic weapon, which can be activated at any time by you, so when you find the right time, say this. And then Shou said the words. Sensor off. Dird and the others immediately understood what that meant and took action. Sensors. You can't be serious. You guys turn off the sensors right now. It's too late. Screech. Hi-ya. For those living in space, it is the foundation of their lives, the whole that protects them. The sound of it crushing is not only physiologically damaging, it is also the sound of life ending. There is no one who can remain calm after being hit by it. All of the pirates collapsed on the spot with agonized expressions on their faces. Now. F. K. Yes. Copy that. N signaled, and F and K both took control of their control panels and opened fire on the entire enemy pirate fleet at once. They had secretly sighted the enemy fleet earlier and locked onto the engine section. Then they waited for the time when Shou would make that statement. Gah! The agonized screams of the men issued from the monitors. All of the gunfire hit the enemy fleet. They succeeded in damaging the engineering sections of all the ships, rendering them unable to maneuver. In the next moment, Dird and the girls who had turned on their sensors again beat all the pirates at once and stuck each one of them to the wall with restraining gel. Thus, control of the place was completed in no time at all. Ga, Kiyu. Right in front of the girls, the captain's man with swollen cheeks let out an annoyed voice. The discomfort from the acoustic weapon seemed to be stronger than the pain from the beating, and some of them were even vomiting. Dird, Aliyah, Apuesta, and Palti turned the guns they had taken from them, this time on the cadre of pirates, and looked at Shou through the monitor. Hey guys. To Shou's delight, Dird and the others all broke into smiles, and then set out shouted. Checkmate. Now surrender. The pirates, perhaps in awe of the sound weaponry, but they didn't even have the energy to fight back anymore. They just nodded their heads.